Okay, welcome everybody to our March 12th meeting of council. May 12th. May 12th, 2025. If everybody's had an opportunity to take a look at the agenda, I'll ask for any amendments, or barring that, a motion to accept our agenda for this evening.
A motion to accept the agenda is written.
Thank you, Councillor Fortune. Second?
I'll second that.
Thank you, Councillor Campbell. Motion, if no discussion, we'll take a vote. All in favor? Opposed? Thank you. Likewise, the minutes. You see the minutes in the packets. If everybody's had a chance to read it, I'll look for any amendments.
I'll move the minutes, Your Worship, as written.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Any discussion around amendments, changes, otherwise? Okay, we'll vote on the minutes. All in favor? Opposed? Thank you. Next is item 3, business arising from the minutes. First item, I'll take the first item. We discussed the last minutes the approach that we're going to take as municipalities to talk with our neighbors and with each other, and that this issue of deer populations within the town would be taken up at the mayors and warden meeting, which occurs every other month. So at that time, at our last meeting, we discussed that it was on the agenda. We had a representative from the Department of Natural Resources to talk with us on March 31st. That occurred. It was a good, productive discussion. Mayors and warden agreed to start the collective conversation as a region. And meanwhile, New Glasgow has, it was discussed, and we came to appreciate how there are a few steps along in the process. But nonetheless, we will move together and discuss the matter of deer populations. So that was a good, productive meeting. In the meantime, we've had a second meeting since that, today actually, May 12th. And this day we had, so in the meantime, New Glasgow has been sharing information, some of their experience through the process. Today we had another consultant actually present at the Mayors and Wardens meeting. So we're continuing this collective discussion, and it's bringing us to a meeting on this week, actually the 15th on Thursday, whereas there's a regional urban deer management committee meeting consisting of the mayors and CAOs. So I think productive news on that front, and we'll continue to bring updates from that going forward. Any other business arising from the minutes? Okay, hearing none, we'll move to our section 4, reports from staff. April, and first up will be the police services report prepared by Chief Hobeck.
I'll present that on his behalf, Your Worship. The Police Commission has not met yet. They're planning to meet on Thursday. However, just some events that they have taken place. Sergeant Sutherland attended G.R. Saunders for Big Brothers, Big Sisters. Constable Vandergriff attended G.R. Saunders and gave a text and cyber safety talk to the students. Chief Hobeck attended the Atlantic Police Academy graduation for one of our new new constables, Constable Berthier. She actually received an award there for Atlantic Women in Law Enforcement in Leadership and Fitness. And Chief Hobeck presented a Pathways to Safety Enhancing Support for Survivors of Sexualized and Gender-Based Violence Forum. We've had about 13 hours of foot patrol, 149 hours of traffic enforcement, and 18 hours of community relations.
Okay, thank you, CAO Pigton. Do I have a motion to accept the report?
So move, Your Worship.
Thank you.
I'll second that.
Okay, thank you. Is there any discussion on the reports, questions or otherwise? Hearing none. All in favor? Opposed? Thank you. Our next report is from Fire Chief, Michael Sullivan.
Good evening, Worship, CAO Higdon, and councilors. Stellarton Fire report, for the month of April 2025. During the month of April, we responded to 10 calls. One was an assist to EHS, 2 were medical assists, 2 were medical or mutual aid calls rather, and the other 5 were alarm calls. Average of 14 firefighters responded to each call. Main difference between an assist to EHS and a medical assist is that a medical assist, we are rendering first aid until EHS arrives, so cardiac arrest, for example, where the other type, sometimes EHS is in need of the fire department to gain entry or provide access to the patient or to provide support with lifting. Practices were held every Thursday with the exception of April the 17th, which was the boot drive for muscular dystrophy, and an average of 11 members attended, and our weekly cleanups and equipment checks are performed with the individual crews.
Great, thanks very much, Chief. Could I get a motion to accept that report?
Motion to accept the report as written.
Thank you, Councillor Rice.
I'll second that.
Thank you, Councillor Fortune. So discussion on the report. Any questions for the Chief? Comments? Just eye gestures and signals. Okay, no, that's good. Thanks very much, Chief. Leads us to our marketing and communications report by Paige Draper.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Council. My council report was submitted with the council package. I don't have any changes or additions, so any questions you have, I certainly welcome.
Thank you, Paige. I've got a, we'll take motions first to accept the report. Councillor Pence, thank you. Seconded.
I'll second that.
Thank you, Councillor Campbell. A quick question on the heritage signs, right? So kudos,
Yes.
big, that's, I think everybody's talked and mentioned that one point or another. Big feedback, right, from the town. So again, kudos to the previous council and your efforts, Paige and staff. So that's great. I just noticed the COA funding, Community Revitalization Fund, that was used toward that. Is that something that's available this year too?
I'm going to defer to...
I actually had a meeting with Mark Vanderweel, who's with ACOA, and he just met with him a couple weeks ago just to get some, I haven't met with him in a while. He's waiting until the government is sworn in, and then they'll have the budget is put down. And then once that's done, he'll know more about what funding opportunities are available. So to answer your question, no, not at this point, but we're not sure what's coming down.
Okay, great, thank you. Well, if no other questions or comments, we'll take a vote. All in favor? Opposed? Thank you. The last report is from our town engineer, Blaine Murray.
Good evening. Just a few things I'd like to point out on the engineering side. We'd like to welcome Holly Miller. She's our new engineering technologist. She's in the start of her 3rd week this week, so Daryl's going to be staying on for the remainder of the month for training on software and other things. We have a startup meeting tomorrow for the Rutherford project, so we'll have more of a handle on the start dates and end dates, but it should start around the end of the month, 1st of June. The water side, just wanted to mention that we started adding carbon to our filtration process, and that's to remove the geosmin and MIB from the water. Any questions?
I noticed on your report there, Blaine, Public Works, they received safety training?
Yeah, with their first aid, we had first aid training, scissor man lift training, and confined space. Yeah.
How often does that have to be renewed, Blaine?
Each one's different. I can't remember
Yeah,
what exactly
okay.
each one is, yep.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and congratulations on the hire of Holly. That was, I believe, a pretty extensive search.
Yep.
With regard to staffing, are we where we need to be? Is there any current holes we anticipate?
That's a bit of a loaded question here that I probably, yeah, so we can discuss that another time.
Right, okay. Well, we have, okay.
I'll move the report.
Thank you, Councillor Penn. Any other questions? Since we started discussion
Yeah,
before the
sorry.
motions? Are we solid here? Besides my unanswered question. Okay.
Don't forget it.
It won't be forgotten, no. Okay, we'll take a vote. All in favor of passing these reports? Sorry, we don't have a seconded, do we?
I'll second that, Your Worship.
Seconded by Councillor Rice. First motion by Councillor Pence. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. That moves us to item 5, correspondence.
Yes, Your Worship. First on the, is from Honorable John Lohr, Minister of Municipal Affairs. This is regarding the fire records management system. He wanted to provide an update on an important investment the government of Nova Scotia is making regarding how the province manages records related to fire services. The current fire records management system used by the Office of the Fire Marshal was initially implemented over 30 years ago and is nearing the end of its life cycle. The needs of our fire professionals have evolved, and we are working to implement a modern solution that will more effectively support current and future requirements. The new fire records management system will be designed to help the Office of the Fire Marshal, fire departments, and municipal inspectors better manage, organize, and analyze data related to fire incidents, inspections, compliance, and personnel. This software will ensure that fire professionals have an efficient, reliable way to support fire services in the province. The project will start this spring, and it is anticipated that the implementation will take approximately 2 years to complete once a vendor is selected. There will be opportunities for our municipalities to be engaged in the coming months once a project manager is hired. The project manager will be reaching out to understand municipal needs and to collect information about how the new system can support municipalities and fire departments across the province.
Great, thank you, CAO Higdon. The next correspondence is Riverview Home Corporation. Councillor Rice, will you speak to that one?
Thank you, Your Worship. Yes, I'll review the correspondence here from our second to last board meeting. I unfortunately was absent at the most recent board meeting due to illness, and we haven't yet released the report for that last meeting. However, not a whole lot has changed from the report from our March 27th meeting, other than we continue to move forward in our procurement and planning of obtaining and building more specialized homes for the current Riverview residents that are still residing at the Adult Residential Center in Riverton. Those that are still residing there do have quite substantive medical needs that would require either extensive retrofitting of the previously existing dwelling that we may purchase on the market. Therefore, we've decided, as in other reports, to move forward with the planning, tendering for construction of these more specialized medical homes, while still trying to keep tabs on the market as far as what suitable homes embedded in the community are available for purchase. And we actually have a professional consultant group that we've engaged for the process of the build. We have the land in Westville and on Temperance Street, and we're engaging a really great group of consultants to try to guide us as an executive and the board to the process of tendering and project managers versus independent contractors, et cetera, because none of us have ever built homes before. So it's been invaluable for sure to have that consultant group on board. And we actually just met virtually a couple days ago to discuss the report from this consultant group on their recommendations for moving forward. And they were actually able to encompass a huge swath of local companies and get that information on their behalf. So it really is an asset to have that consultant group there to do a lot of that legwork and information seeking behind the scenes while the board is off doing the rest of their normal lives like this. So we still are on track to continue move forward with the remedy report, and we're very cognizant of the timeline to hit for November next year to have, which is mandated by law for the institution, we'll say, to be restructured. And according to other facilities that are in the same or comparable position, we are very much like leading the way. So timeline-wise, we're feeling pretty confident that we're able to continue to move at this speed.
Great, thanks, Councillor. That's a big one, eh? This one has lots of arms and legs, reaching, impacting a lot of people. I just appreciate these updates, your time on the committee. That brings us to item C, Pictou County Prostate Cancer Support Association.
Yes, so this is a thank you from the 42nd Annual Donald Keddy Memorial Hockey Tournament and the Pictou County Prostate Cancer Support Association. Council supports this annually under their annual grants, and this is just a thank you from them for council's support.
Thank you.
Great, thank you. Last report, correspondence is Municipal Affairs, item D.
Yeah, so again, this is from the Honorable John Lohr, Minister of Municipal Affairs. So this, he's just informing us that they are reprofiling the beautification and streetscape program and the community works program. So those were two separate funding opportunities. So they've taken that funding and put it towards the Provincial Capital Assistance Program, PCAP, for the 2025-2026 program year. So they've increased the PCAP budget from $690,000 to $1.69 million. That's a huge benefit, in my opinion, for the municipalities. I understand the beautification and streetscaping program was never really tapped into by municipalities, but it will go a lot further for municipalities to do infrastructure work under this program. So that's good news.
Great, thank you. And you know, I'll comment too on that. This is one that's going to be, it's very relevant, you know, and it seems to be in step with our collective aims, right, in terms of increased population from a provincial point of view, and what we need to do as municipalities to get ready for that, because it can't just happen from one angle. We all have to work collaboratively. So it seems to be a logical step to kind of pool resources or redirect from the things of this nature, perhaps beautification and streetscaping in this instance. But I think we should see more of that to help support that broader goal to direct into infrastructure.
Yes, and we have applied, the town has applied under this program for this year as well, for our sewer lines.
Great, okay, thank you.
Hint, hint.
We're going to mention him in a moment. Item 6, that brings us to Committee of the Whole report.
Yes, the following recommendations are for council's consideration from the Committee of the Whole meeting held on April 28, 2025. Recommendation number 1, Committee of the Whole, that council approve the tender received from SW Weeks Construction for the Rutherford Infrastructure Project in the amount of $1,569,895 plus HST, as it was the lowest tender received. And as you recall from Town Engineer Murray's report, that's the startup meeting is starting tomorrow. Number 2, recommendation from Committee of the Whole, council approve the tender received from SW Weeks Construction for asphalt patching in the amount of $64,000 plus HST, as it was the lowest tender received. And recommendation number 3, on recommendation of Committee of the Whole, Council approve the donation of $100 to the Northumberland Regional High School Yearbook Committee for an ad in the 2025 yearbook.
Thank you, Councillor Pence. Have we a second?
I'll second that.
Thank you, Councillor Fortune. Any discussion around the recommendations?
It'll be nice to see the Rutherford Street project done and over, and I think the people in the area will appreciate it when it's all done, Your Worship.
Thank you, Councillor Pence. Yeah, this is kind of a red hot in terms of old and required renewal. The infrastructure. Any others? Or should we move to a vote? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Thank you. Okay, this brings us to item 7, open forum. So at this point, I've got 2 items to mention, just from the chair. So we're pleased to have Danny McGilvery, our local member of legislature and former mayor of Stellarton, in the gallery. Welcome, Danny. Great to have you. And now, second, I want to make a mention of our CAO, Susan Higdon. So, an honorable mention, right? So, 7 years, I believe, but we're sad to see CAO Higdon be leaving. But so it's we will miss her. But I want to make an honorable mention to her tireless devotion and commitment over the 7 years plus. We all wish, I believe, safe to say, we wish you the very best, Susan.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's been an honor to serve the citizens of Stellarton for the past 7 years. I've learned and gained a lot of information and experience, and it's been a very valuable one for me, so I appreciate that.
Your Worship, if I may say a few words.
Of course.
I was part of the committee that hired Susan. I think it was one of the best moves that the town of Stellarton made. Secondly, I would like to say that it amazed me how good Susan was with the citizens of the town of Stellarton. She had compassion, and if there was a problem, she looked after it. And I must say, Susan, I appreciated what you did for the citizens and for the council of the town of Stellarton. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Councillor Pence. Well, I've got tremendous respect for the position for CAO Higdon for the mere 6 months I've been working here, nearly, but tremendous work, and for anybody, for everybody listening to this, rest assured we've got strong staff and we're well underway with the replacement and with the full support of Susan as well to help find a strong and replacement for this incredibly important role with the town.
It is.
Okay.
Your Worship, I'd like to see if the ex-mayor would like to say a few words.
Sure, why not?
Thank you, Councillor Pence.
Oh, you're welcome.
I just want to echo Councillor Pence's words of, obviously, I was in the hiring committee as well, and it was one of the best hires we've ever made, and we're really glad that we made that decision. It really kind of shaped the future of how council operated over those 7 years, and we operated very well, and that's due in large part to Susan's contribution. So just one last thing I'd say is don't let her get away without putting her picture up there on the wall where it's supposed to be underneath Joyce's, because she might try to sneak away without that. So thank you.
That's great. Thank you very much. Okay, well, with that, if there's nothing else,
Make a motion that we adjourn.
thank you, Councillor Pence. Before that, next council meeting will be June 9th, 2025. Motion adjourned. To adjourn. Thank you.